All right, y'all. So, welcome back to Camp Track Productions. Today, I thought I would give our Wise Owl Tarp another shot here. So, we are expecting to get some hurricane force rain and winds. This is part of the tropical storm that just hit Southern California that's coming through. And I wanted to give this Wise Owl Tarp a real test. So I'm gonna leave this thing up overnight. I'm gonna let it get dumped on. I'm gonna utilize it to help me cook and do some things here at camp. But overall, I just wanna see how this thing holds up and what it does to keep water off of me. How else can I utilize this tarp, right? We need more than one use when we're doing this stuff. So let's dive into how the Wise Owl Tarp does, and I'll give you a little preview of what the weather's looking like. All right, the Wise Owl is doing good, except for the fact that everywhere you look right now, it's just a full-on swamp. But the tarp itself is completely dry and doing great. Look how cool the trees look with those clouds hanging over the top of them. Some crazy cool light right now. Definitely pretty, just wet. Pretty nice little tarp, I gotta say. I like this thing. It's keeping me nice and toasty dry in here. Wow, it is coming down. All right, I might be getting picky here, but these big thick seams on the Wise Owl definitely bead water down them. I mean, you can see it's just like runs right down. So you're gonna get some condensation on the inside and the out right there. But, I mean, again, aside from the ground, which would be fine because you might be in your hammock or something like that, but overall, this thing is keeping this space really dry. I mean, I am not getting wet at all inside of here, and it's doing a pretty good job. Nothing is leaking through. You can see there's beads of water on the top. And if you give it enough tension, they just bead right down. So far so good. Pretty impressed. I mean, you know, again, the water is beating up. You can see it running down. The seams, like I was just talking about, definitely are going to hold some water. There's a tag down here at the end, the Wise Owl tag, that is just absolutely sopping wet. But overall, this thing is doing a nice job. It's definitely dry on the inside, and again, the ground is sopping wet, but that's because it's sopping wet everywhere. It's just running down the hillside right here. So nice work, guys. Al, nice work. Check this out. It's a good sign when you see all the little water beads just rolling right off of it, and it's just beaded up on here nicely. But just by gently tapping, it rolls right off and drains. Not bad, Wise Owl. Not bad. This thing is definitely doing the job. Keeping it dry. This one I have a little flatter, so there's a lot of water that's, but look at it just bounce right off. Impressed. Well done, Wise Owl. Well done. All right, y'all. So the Wise Owl Tarp did really well. It definitely got some condensation, as you can see on the inside here. But I think when it's as wet as it was last night, there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. You just kind of have to go with it. One thing I did do is I put some tissue paper in here. And the tissue paper that's touching directly on the tarp is wet, but the stuff on the bottom isn't wet at all, actually. It turned out to work really well. I think the big takeaway for me on this is that this tarp can be used for multiple different things. So again, Wise Owl Outfitters, digging your rainfly. Curious to see what other configurations I can come up with this diamond shape. So I'm gonna try to tie it off and see what it actually looks like using the point to point and making it kind of a rectangle. But, you know, again, I could have positioned this over the car a little bit more. I could have done a whole lot of stuff with this. So I do think it's going to become an every height carry piece of gear. It's so light, it's so small, the bag is teeny, might as well just live in my backpack. Like I said, the Wise Owl Outfitter tarp is definitely something that I'm impressed with. This thing is, again, going to go with me from now on. I'm going to keep it in my backpack pretty much all the time. And it survived the rain test. I mean, I am really impressed with how well it handled all of the water. And next will be to see some different configurations and what we can do with it. So, y'all, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's quick. It's just something that I wanted to set up and test, and I wanted to basically get this thing through its paces so I can recommend it or not recommend it to you. And right now I'm in the middle of doing that. So if you enjoyed this video at all, please go down, hit the like button. If you're feeling super generous, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, overall, Wise Owl Outfitter tarp, working great. I'm really stoked about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Be well, my friends. Not bad. Not bad at all. Everything is so wet. Look, there's a cool little structure over here. Let's go. Let's go enter. What do you guys say? Nice. It's a little stick fort. Pretty sweet. This place is cool.